Hello and welcome to AV Cyberactive. Apple this time again dropped a bomb as it always does, and this time it says that AI is not effective at all. Initially, we thought that since Apple is lagging way too far behind artificial intelligence with their Apple AI. AI is like the buzzword. Everybody's doing AI. Atlassian intelligence, Apple intelligence, Samsung intelligence, or whatnot. But it released a white paper as well. That is the interesting part. Let's have a look at what they did, okay? Now, as we know, Apple being Apple, it'll do what it wants to do. Okay, now it's WWDC Worldwide Developers Conference 2025. It dropped the bomb, but not exactly on the event. A few days ago, that is, it released a white paper article telling that how AI or artificial intelligence is completely junk. It doesn't say it out loud, but that's what it meant. It said that it has a lot of limitations, especially when it comes to reasoning models. Now, reasoning models are being used by everybody: the ChatGPT, your Microsoft Copilot, and DeepSeek. Everybody's using it. It does good in just averages okay in LLMs, large language models, but when it comes to the LRMs, so that is reasoning models, initially tends to do okay, but as we go much deeper and further, and its pooled range of sample increases, it just seems to do worse on it. Now, Apple being Apple, there's a reason why it's doing it, okay? And if you go through the white paper, initially you would think that it's complete. Apple has gone nuts completely. It doesn't know what it's doing, or it's trying to circumvent for the fact that it has been too late into the artificial intelligence party. However, if you go into the real world, and I'm going to put this into a context of cybersecurity, you would see how it comes to life. Um, I don't have the resources as Apple does to check the logical reasoning and how it tested everything, but I will show you with simple examples in cybersecurity what people would do day in and day out, and how it would affect how what they're saying is true. Okay, and it's not completely false, what it is true. And artificial intelligence does seem to start to hallucinate at this some point of time. Let's go to ChatGPT and ask it some questions. Okay, I'm just not going to be biased towards ChatGPT. Also going to use the enterprise level Copilot that everybody is trying to uses, and compare results there as well. So ChatGPT, let's ask it a question. What do you use in cybersecurity daily? You do investigations. For that, you need logs, and logs needs to be parsed, sometimes using regular expression. So, ChatGPT generate. I'll go ahead and say 10 links, or say hyperlinks. Generate 10 sample random hyperlink. Okay, there you have it. It generated 10 of them, no problems at all. Let's go ahead and copy all of these over here, and I'm going to tell it to now write a regex to extract just the domain. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it spit out a regular expression. Meanwhile, it's doing its thing. We need to test it out. Okay. Yeah, this is how the output should look like. Yeah, that's what it says. Okay, let's go to our regex 101, our playing field. Get rid of these spaces, just like how we would do it in real life. And you want to know just the domains for investigation purposes. Everything is real time. I generated everything in real time right in front of you. So let's go over here, regex 101, paste. Let's see what it does. It does a pretty good job, I think. Example, TechBiz, TechnoBiz. It was able to identify most of it, or most of the domains. Okay, let's see how Microsoft Copilot does. Oh, wait a second. Did it identify all of them? Tech IO. Okay, looks like it did a good job. Now, copy over here. Okay. Gen hyperlinks. There you go. Now, I asked it to generate 10 random hyperlinks. It did, but where are the hyperlinks? It's hyperlinked in the link. No, I wanted to say, show me all the hyperlinks. And let's see what it does now. It does not want to do it. It does not want to do it. So now we see it already. One is better than the other. One is significantly better than the other. Let's give it something else. I'll give it some other prompt. Now generate. Don't want to give up on the Copilot already. Now generate 10 URL sample URL. Okay. Hopefully it should do it now. There you have it. It did it. So you see how they use the same models, but still not the same. So delete it, paste it. How we do in real life? Okay. Still taking the previous regular expression. We'll not take that. Get rid of the spaces. And now ask Copilot, write a regular expression, or I just say regex to extract just the host name, and let's see how it does. I messed up with the spelling here, but it got the context. It says that this is how it should be. Let's see if it was okay, if it's with its own sample generated logs. Okay, you see the error already, and it's just not. I'm not picking on Microsoft Copilot. I've seen this many times with Microsoft Copilot. ChatGPT does a better job, but once you start getting more in deep, it also starts paralyzing. So yeah, where is tech updates? Where is AI inside? That hasn't been captured. So you see how Apple went a lot deeper into getting into reasoning models and everything, and asked it to play some games and all of those. And the conclusion section, they have mentioned it, that how it performs poorly, as in when you give it more complex reasoning models, that is where human exceeds. So you can see the inconsistencies in writing just a simple regular expressions already. Now, something I would like to highlight is you would have to always take the artificial intelligence as an helper and not exact. It's not going to give you the exact solution. It's only a helping hand. Instead, this is how you should treat your AI as a friend, okay? Let me bring up Notepad. A simple notepad should be enough. AI, what does it stand for? It stands for artificial intelligence. Okay, mixed up with the words, but that's what it is. Artificial intelligence. Now, what you have to consider it is, it's doing its artificial job pretty good, but it's not the Intel job. Intel job is not doing it really nice. It's your artificial intelligence, more like a very knowledgeable friend who knows nothing about what you want to do. So you have to tell it repeated times, or maybe this was just a simple example, regular expression pulling. If you want to, you would have to give it an entire story in descriptive, and only then it's going to give you a close by result of what you wanted to do. So instead of saying it like artificial intelligence, you would say artificial knowledge. But the knowledge is also not really perfect. It's synthesized. It's synthetic. It's artificially generated. So you just instead of synthetic, I'll just add an S. This is my take on it. You just ask it stuff. The abbreviation just came out just like that, but it's artificially synthesized knowledge and not artificial intelligence. It's not intelligently doing anything at this moment. For it to do anything intelligently, as Apple said it rightly, it has to be really good in doing reasoning models. And when it comes to reasonings, humans, do it the best. So hope I was able to explain it, in Apple's favor. Initially, when I read the white paper, it all looked like just a junk. But in the conclusion section is where you would see Apple does the job of explaining that how it differs in the when they do the complex effect of reasoning test as opposed to the regular tests. In the initial stages it does good, but as and when you get deeper and deeper, it's not doing so good. So at the moment, at least with the intelligence or the models that we have available online, those will not be helpful at all. You can I'm sure if you try to use paid version of GPT, the results might be a bit better, but it will not be significantly better. So that's my take on it, on how Apple Intelligence WWDC25 went, and my cybersecurity take on it. And be sure to share this video. I'll see you in the next technical session. Bye now.